I'm the Reverend Andrew Van Kirk, and today we're going to begin the last part of our A Holy Lent series. So far, Father Mike and I have covered self-examination, repentance, prayer, fasting, and self-denial. Today we come to the last of our 6 practices for a Holy Lent, reading and meditating on God's holy word. Of the 6, reading and meditating on God's holy word may seem the most straightforward. Read the Bible, right? How hard can that be? Well, the infrequency with which many of us actually do it might suggest that we find it harder in practice than it seems like it should be in theory. But beyond that, the authors of the prayer book did not put reading the Bible. They wrote reading and meditating on God's holy word. I don't think that was just because the prayer book prefers fancy language. I mean, the prayer book does prefer fancy language, but I don't think that's the reason here. So let's take each part of this phrase individually. First up is reading. Now, if you've made it this far in the video, you may be looking for that button with the X on it, doubting that I have anything interesting to say about reading. You may well be right, that button is up there somewhere. Okay, if you're still here, reading the Bible presents a number of challenges, right? One of them is simply where you start. At its root, the word Bible means library, which reminds us that the Bible is not a book, but a whole bunch of books, all bound together in one volume. You can't walk in the public library and tell the librarian, "I'm here to read the library." You'll get a funny look. You have to start somewhere with a book, with one of the books of the Bible. One thing that can be helpful is to start with a shorter book, one of the epistles like Galatians or Ephesians or Philippians. Or if you really like stories, try one of the Gospels or the book of Acts and just sit down and read it like a book, like a story. Another challenge to reading the Bible is that it can be difficult reading. It's a step up in difficulty, in effort from Tom Clancy, from Dan Brown, from J.K. Rowling. One of the things that can make it hard is the weird and seemingly unpronounceable names of people and places. Well, here's the secret about that. It's okay if you mispronounce them. Just don't worry about it. Seriously, plow right through those names. You say Habakkuk, I say Habakkuk, but let's not call the whole thing off just because it can leave us tongue-tied. The other thing is, find a Bible that you like to read. There are lots of translations out there. Find one that's comfortable for you to read. The content of the Bible is challenging enough. Don't get stymied because the translation is hard for you to make sense of. If you need help finding a version that you can read and enjoy, talk to Father Mike or me. We'd love to help. So that's a little on reading God's holy word. Next time, meditating. Until then, may the Lord be with you.